Boyshu is a young man who always struggled in life. Abusive family, fake friends, no money, no self-esteem, no confidence. Problems with their own sexuality. He doesn't know his purpose, and everything feels wrong and not fulfilling. Nonetheless, he is very empathetic, caring, kind, and fighting. He learned to survive on his own. He's a great cook, really funny and charismatic. But he also can be manipulating, gaslighting, and controlling. He established and needed those skills to survive. He is very aware of these traits and always tries to self-reflect his ideas, thoughts, and behavior. He is in love with all mythical, dark, and ghost things. He strongly believes in higher powers, witchcraft, ghosts, afterlife, karma, the far side, superstition, and all stuff like this. Sometimes he even thinks that he can see ghosts, moving shadows, or hear whispers. But he pretends to be mature enough and tries to validate those experiences with stress, bad sleep, and a bad diet. He went his way, he did school, mastered university well, and started to work. And here, everything began to change. His co-workers were toxic and bullied him. He was reminded of his past life, his parents, school, and everything he went through. He started the work with the feeling that something great finally will happen, the new start he was waiting for. That he will finally surpass his old life and become an own happy person. But in the end, his life just reached its peak in cruelty here. With 28, he couldn't hold it anymore and went to a doctor. He got diagnosed with many mental issues like severe depression, anxiety, social phobia, and other things. His life started to finally become the nightmare he always tried to escape. No exit, no help, all alone. Every day he felt more numb, empty, and only had the power to sleep. Nothing was excited anymore. No joy in life, no smile or laugh. Nothing. There was just nothing. So he decided to take his life, to finally end. He never knew about all those ghosts and shadows around him. They were real all the time. They felt attracted to him and wanted to be near him. Especially one ghost has been there his whole life. It saw everything, all the abuse, the bullying, the violence, the struggles. But it couldn't help because it couldn't leave their realm. It was not possible. I tried it so many times to protect boyshu, but I just had to watch every single time he got hurt. Except to the exact time boyshu unalived himself. This was finally the moment I could jump to the living realm with the only wish to protect boyshu. The little ghost became flesh in the living world and went between the razor blade and boyshu's wrist. On this day, boyshu didn't only unalive himself, but also that little ghost. And here happens the magic. For the first time, a ghost became flesh and lost blood in the living realm. Because of the fact boyshu had his wrist, his blood got mixed up with the ghost's one. But instead of both losing blood and die, boyshu somehow absorbed the ghost's blood and became a living between the realms. He got new skills and got the sight. He finally could see all the entities around him. He can hear them whisper, see the magic, everything. And in his hands, the little ghost. But strangely, it didn't seem like dying anymore. It smiled and said, "I'm so happy we finally meet." Because of the bloods being mixed up, they both became special livings. Connected by death and life, something in between. Not really alive, but also not really dead. The ghost, the yokai, got the name Yuno. And the journey of boyshu and Yuno begins. A new life starting now.